So excuse the mess here in the background. We're still moving, but I found this. This is a MEC 600 Junior single station reloader. I put it in the box in the attic with all the reloading components. Mainly powder, I guess, was the problem. It had some sort of chemical reaction, and I hope you can tell by the camera, it is a complete pile of rust. And so as I said there, I said excuse the mess. When you're moving, it seems like everything gets pushed into the garage. Well, when you have a two-car garage that's also your shop, everything gets pushed into the shop too. So I got things piled everywhere, but as part of the move, I saw this reloader and I said, I got to get this thing going again. So right now I'm pouring vinegar. Somebody somewhere told me vinegar will cut loose rust. So I thought, well, I got nothing to lose, I'll give it a try. This reloader was given to me by a friend years ago, and I've loaded countless boxes of shells with it over the years, and I just couldn't stand to see it just sit there and be a pile of rust and not be used. So this week, as part of the move, I was getting all my reloading components set up, and I came across this too, and I thought, well, I got too many other things to do to fool with this, but I just couldn't stand it. I had to give it a try. It just wasn't right to let it sit there and be a pile of rust. So I started putting this little video together, thinking, well, I might make a video out of this, but I was using my iPhone. It's like 9 o'clock at night. Here I showed you my beautiful dish towel. I pulled out of my rag bucket to try to wipe this thing down. But man, the video quality is terrible, and I apologize for that. But the main thing I wanted to do was have some video of what this thing looked like while it was all together in its operating form, so when I went back to put it together, it actually, maybe I could see what went where and actually get it back together. So this thing wasn't budging. I hosed it down with WD-40, tried to beat it with a hammer. I struggled and struggled and struggled with this thing for quite some time before I was able to get much headway going here. But anyway, you can see me try every direction, every angle here to hammer on this thing. Here's taking out the little cup where the primer, where you remove the primer, or push the primer in rather. Removing the primer remover was also a chore. Here I got the wrong size wrench. I had to get a different size wrench, but anyway, eventually I gave up trying to video that and just came here. So really what I'm doing here is I'm going to start taking it apart, and I want to do some little videos really just for myself to see, again, how does this thing go together, so when I start trying to put parts back together, I maybe can get them in the right place. It's really quite a little complex thing. As simple as it is, it's just got to have everything in the right place, the right order, in order to get it together. So I went back and looked at the schematic after the fact. It's about 70 parts here, where this to this to that to that. You know, this piece has got to be inside of that piece, and this bolt's got to go on the outside. This nut's got to be here, and it was really quite a chore. But I'm really glad I did these videos, even though there's no sound on them, because evidently when I'm holding my phone, I have my thumb over the microphone, so I have no audio to go with my video for my instructions here. But at least I did have the videos. I was able to unwind what I was doing and figure it out. So without these little videos of what went where, there I'm showing you where this washer I found went. Here I'm showing you where the holes line up at the bottom to get that bolt back in place. Look at what a rusty mess that is. But you'll see it in a minute. I actually did some good. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Alright, here is, I'm showing the order that these things go in. You got to have them in the right order, because each of these parts is adjustable. Okay, so there it is. The MEC 600 Junior has been reduced to a pile of parts. I can take just about anything apart. I'm going to let it sit in the vinegar overnight, and hopefully I'll have time tomorrow or the next day to try to put it back together. Hopefully my little videos will help remember what order everything went and where it goes. We'll see. So here's the pile of parts after a overnight sit in vinegar, and I ran them all through my grinder, sandpaper, and whatever else I had. They are not perfect by any scope of the imagination. I'm not like some of these people you can watch videos that they'll take parts and spend hours and hours and hours. I just need it to function and not look terrible. So that's what we got. I got a lot of the rust off, but there's obviously still rust on parts, and it pitted some parts, but I need a functioning reloader. So here they are laying on this box from this Delta faucet I just put in the house here a couple weeks ago. So I can lay them out and see what I got, and I'll see if I can't put this thing back together. I've got my iPad here with my editing software, which is called iMovie. So I got all those videos I took as I was taking apart. I've got pulled up and in order, last to first, to try to hopefully put this thing back together. We'll see how it goes. Well, there you go. Kind of like me. She's not pretty, but she's functional. All back together. I could not have gotten it back together if I had not done videos of where all the parts went and how they worked. I've soaked her down with WD-40, not the top. I got to spray that top down there. But anyway, I've got it finished. No parts left over. Finished, fixed, almost said two words there. Got it fixed and finished with no parts left over. So I'll have to do some videos here soon of reloading some shells. All right, thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, share with a friend.